Funky.
Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me this evening. Tonight we are starting a new week. Back in December I did kind of my first ever week of reviews, and I did Prairie Week. This week I'm doing a brewery that I love a lot. They were in Kansas City for Boulevardia about a month ago, and I got to talking to them. Neil was the one that came. He's one of the owners, or the owner, I believe, of Weldworks, and they were just awesome. Everybody that was there pouring, all the beers they had were freaking awesome. And I sent him an email, and I was letting him know that I was gonna try and get a hold of some of their beers through somebody that I know that was swinging through there, and wanted to see if I could place an order ahead of time for them to pick up for me. Typically, I've done that with a few breweries before, and I just was going to pay them over the phone or something along those lines. They ended up, in fairness, getting this out of the way up front. They ended up giving me all the beer that I'm actually going to do for this whole week. I was going to pay for it, but Neil just gave it to me. They're amazing guys and gals that work there, so wanted to get that out of the way up front. But I'm going to do an entire week of their beers because I love their beers, and not a lot of people know about them outside of maybe a couple stouts that they did. But they do amazing stuff. So Weldworks Brewing, they're out of Greeley, Colorado. So if you're in Colorado, it's about an hour north of Denver. Not too far from Fort Collins and that area up there, if you've ever been up there. The one we're doing tonight, I guess I should say that, is their Raspberry Limeade. This is a 4.8% just kettle sour. I think I saw somebody say somewhere that this was listed as a Goza, but from their description, I don't know if that's actually the case. So just a kettle sour, 4.8%, made with raspberry and key limes. So it's hot as crap here in Kansas City. It's been over 90, 95, 100 for the last 2 weeks. So I thought this would be refreshing and amazing. So we're going to dive in. So it pours out crystal clear. Probably hard to see on camera with the lights, but crystal clear. It actually kind of looks like if you went to Sonic and got a cherry limeade. Kind of looks like that. Nice fritzy cola head. Almost really bubbly, soapy, but it looks, it's already faded away completely. It was about a finger when I poured it out. Yeah, no, looks exactly as you'd expect for this type of beer. Let's dive in, see what the nose is like. I'm actually getting a lot of the key lime that they put in this. Maybe a little bit of raspberry, but it's really bright, really, it smells like spritzy, like champagne-y almost. I'm getting some nuttiness, a little bit of the base malts for this. But it smells really bright, if that makes any sense. It smells tart. The carbonation's completely gone. Not insanely aromatic, but it smells really good. It just smells like a tart, kind of spritzy, almost like champagne kind of aroma. It makes any sense. These bubbles are squirting, just coming up the side. Looks awesome. Let's dive in. I'm thirsty. It's hot outside. Cheers. Oh yeah. For 4.8%, this is freaking awesome. It's not, the thing I like about it is some of these beers anymore, these Gozas and Berliner Weisses that people are doing, they pack so much fruit and so much flavor into it, it kind of covers up the basicness of these beers. A 4.8% beer, it's, needs to be crushable. It can't fatigue your palate too much. There's a nice tartness to this beer. Is it overly vinegar sour? No. Nice tartness. 4.8%, like I said, extremely crushable. I'm getting a lot of the key lime notes in this. It's got that, lime and a Corona kind of thing. And then a nice light raspberry note, but not purified raspberries. It's almost like a raspberry spritzer from those what are they called, from Starbucks. They do the pomegranate, they're just drinks that are fruity, spritzery kind of summer drinks. It kind of reminds me of that. Great carbonation, almost like I said, champagne-y or a light spritzy cola. Really full. Between the two styles, a Berliner Weiss or a Goza, this kind of leans more Goza for me. Because there's almost a hint of saltiness to it. It's kind of that and the tartness of the beer. Don't get much of like the malt bill on this. A little bit. There's like a little white bread note that kind of sits in the background, but really it's just really, really faint. This is like a killer pool beer. I really like this. It really does taste like like a raspberry limeade. Like if I went to Sonic and got like I like Sonic's Diet Cherry limeades. Like if I'm like want like soda but not soda in the summertime, I'll go get one of those like once or twice a year when I'm jonesing for something like that, because I don't drink soda. And this reminds me, like if you just put some ice in this, like on ice, this you would think that's what this was. And that's what it tastes like. It has that kind of carbonation. Mouthfeel, it's not watery. A lot of times when you get in these beers, it'll be a little watery. This is killer, guys. For starting off Weldworks week, I didn't. I have some. We're just gonna kind of get, like, in my opinion, the more, I don't know. We'll just kind of get better as we go, I think, as far as the beers. But maybe not. This is freaking killer. We're gonna do some sours. We're gonna do some IPAs or hoppy beers, stout. Yeah. So we're gonna get into it pretty hard. But as far as a grade, this is like AA minus. I mean, right there, 93, 94, which for these beers, that's freaking, I mean, this is one of the best of the style I've ever had. I like some of the Anderson Valley canned Gozas. I would put this ahead of that. So there's some local, like, Berliner Weisses that are okay. Just like Westbrook Goza, I mean, this is right on par with a beer like that. As far as crushability and flavor, I mean, it's definitely up there, guys. So, and I actually think, I don't want to say that or not. I feel like this is the one that's like gluten reduced or something. I don't know that for sure. I'll put it in the comments if that's the case. But yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. Right in that A minus A range, which, like I said, for a beer of this style, this is one of the best I've ever had. So if you like a nice, refreshing, bright summer beer, this is it. If you like raspberry limeades, this is it. Killer stuff. Weldworks week starting off well. So thanks for coming behind the bar, guys. Thank you for the likes, subscribes, and comments. Till next time. Cheers.